Send me an angel. I heard that song today.
Love that song.
It was playing, and I was like, I think this is that song. And then the chorus started, and I was like, it is that song. I asked Alexa to play some 80s new wave, and that was one.
That's what she played?
Well, I change it up. Sometimes I listen to 80s rock or 70s or 80s metal.
Word. Oh, man. This is going to be a weird show because this is like after Christmas, so we won't know what we got. But that's why I wanted to do these.
Sure.
These here. It's a GeekZip podcast. Merry Christmas. Day after Christmas.
I think I should move my camera.
Move it where?
More head on.
You can't because it's...
Okay, all right.
Short.
Well, then I'll just sit up a little more.
I mean, I can zoom it in some.
No, I just meant so I'm not like 3/4 profile.
Well, look at me.
I'm going to now.
Okay. Good.
But usually I like to look at the screen.
I usually don't get you anything. Usually. You get me something.
Sometimes.
Or I give you something that I already have.
Sure.
I actually got you something this time.
I do the same thing, though. I usually...
No, you always get me something.
I know, but sometimes I give your kids stuff that I already have.
Yeah, but they're like from Loot Crate boxes that you haven't opened.
Sure.
You know, so it's like, might as well be brand new. I consider it brand new. But anyway.
So you got me something. Well, you got a job now, and I don't, so I couldn't get gifts for everybody. I just had to get one for your whole family. I labeled it to the GeekZip family.
You sure did, didn't you? To the GeekZip family. Can you see that? Right there. Oh, it's hard. There it is.
I can kind of see it.
Tilt it. There. Tilt. Move. Tilt.
Alexa, focus.
Pivot. Yeah, that won't work. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man.
To everyone.
Go, you open yours first.
I kind of peeked.
Did you really?
Well, I am the spoiler.
You are the spoiler. You're right.
But I like it. It's Marvel socks,
I think you commented that you didn't have enough socks.
No, I like, and they're good too. They're not like footies.
No, they're not. Like, they're not cheap shit. I mean, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they look like full size socks.
And Marvel.
Yeah. I like Marvel.
I don't know what that bottom one is though. That could be like, that looks like turtles to me.
I think it's Hulk's fist.
Oh, so the bottom two are just both Hulk? Is that
yeah, because it looks like there's two captains and two Iron Man and two Hulks.
Excellent. Yeah. His camera's too far away to do what I just did. Awesome. All right, I'll open yours.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
I'm definitely going to wear them.
Peace in our time.
And they're not compression socks either, like my dad's socks that I steal sometimes.
Jesus Christ. This is wonderful. Look at that. Wow, it's a puzzle. 3,000 pieces.
It's a big DC one.
Oh, that's an awesome picture. I wonder who did the artwork.
I didn't pay attention to that. I just figured you'd like DC over Marvel.
I love DC. Yeah.
They had a Marvel in it. The picture wasn't as good either.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
I think it's kind of oversized too, so you got a big
table.
Well,
we'll frame it and yeah.
Well, you got a big table for it and everything.
Well, yeah, but you got to think about it when it's done.
Sure.
You know.
Take a picture of it. That's all you need, dude. Put it back in the box.
I love that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, we certainly hope you guys had a great Christmas. Hope your family had a great Christmas. Safe travels. Join the Yuletide. All that good stuff. I had a lot going on this week, Christian. A lot going on, man.
Yeah, you took a little trip.
I took a little trip. My favorite comic book artist of all time, as you know, is Alex Ross. Mm-hmm. And I really just always loved his illustrations. I think he has a lot of loyalty to these characters. And
you talked about the bus that Al Snow had in his background. That were Alex Ross busts.
Okay, yes. If you recall, when Al Snow was doing the interview, he had this amazing Spider-Man bust behind him with the mirrored eyes.
And that was based on. I think.
Did he have the Hulk too?
I think so.
That was based on Alex Ross's art, and I even commented on it. But Alex is a genuine artist. Like he like has what do you call him? exhibitions that go throughout the country with his artwork that he's done over the years, because he's been drawing. And I mean, it's so cool. If you go on our Facebook page, I've got tons of pictures from the exhibit.
You went to the Shenandoah Valley Museum or something?
Museum of the Shenandoahs is the name of it.
How'd you know it was going on there?
I subscribed to his website.
Oh, okay.
And I got an update that it was touring.
That's
and it was
cool.
in Carolina, and I was like, I wonder how close it's going to come. And that's about as close as it was going to come. About 5 hours.
So that was kind of one of the reasons you went, huh?
That started out as the reason to go.
Gotcha.
I was going, but we were just going to get a hotel. Being Cush, we ended up getting like a B&B, and it was kind of nice. We were up in the mountains.
Yeah.
It snowed. We went through Canaan.
I wasn't sure if it was something that you'd planned or if it was a surprise. Like, hey, look, we saw this and went to it.
No. I totally researched
This was
it,
the goal.
The dates and all that stuff, and I wanted to make sure I was there because, like I said, I'm just a huge fan of Alex. So we went there. I got tons of pictures. I got a signed copy of Fantastic Four Full Circle.
What is that?
It's that blue one.
I mean, is that like a big book?
That's a graphic novel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with his
Full
artwork
circle.
in it. Full Alex Ross art. I've got one that's not signed if you want to look at it later.
Sure.
You can. And then I also brought back like some of the pamphlets and the handouts from the museum.
You had a lot of good shots. I noticed that the museum even shared your GeekZip
Yes,
post.
they shared the GeekZip post, and I was like, oh, okay. Sweet. I was really wanting Alex to see it. I was like, maybe, just maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll see it and he'll like it.
You never know, dude. He may like listen to this
Maybe
podcast.
he does. If you do, Alex, great fucking job, man. I love you. I love
Keep
your
it up.
artwork. Yeah,
Great
love
work.
it. Great work. So anyway, I had that, and then
You went to the lights.
we went to the lights in Charleston, West Virginia.
The Dirty Birds got lit up.
It's called Light the Night. It's at
Oh,
Dirty
my
Birds
bad.
Ballpark,
Yeah,
Go-Mart
okay.
Ballpark in Charleston, West Virginia, and it's I think 2 or 3 million lights.
Wow, somebody counted all those? Jeez.
Apparently.
I saw the spiders
have
in your
that
pictures, dude. They were
Yeah, so each-
Christmas spiders.
Yeah, I was like, a spider web? What the hell?
It could be the Nightmare Before Christmas, like that package.
Yeah,
I had the wrapping
true.
paper on
yeah,
you.
Very true. No, we went there, and yeah, that was Mother Nature. Was what that? So it was like Mother Nature spiders and not horror movie spiders.
Good. Maybe they can get Christmas Spider-Man too, dude. I would go for that.
Christmas Spider-Man.
I
Interesting.
I like my Christmas Marvel stuff. I watched the first 2 episodes
Did
of
you? I
What
was going
If.
to ask you how's it looking.
It's okay. So far, nothing too spectacular. The latest episode was like, what if Peter Quill like joined up with Ego and took on the Earth? And it happens in like the 80s. So it's like Ant-Man, Michael Douglas.
Oh, the real Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that Foster guy, Bill Foster.
Goliath.
Yeah, he gets all big and everything. And King T'Chaka.
Not T'Challa.
That's right.
T'Chaka.
And I thought there. Oh, and also the girl from the Captain Marvel movie. Not
Brie Larson?
No, the old lady that like. Yeah, I don't even remember, dude.
Man, I don't remember that movie.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. She was
I
like.
kind of put that on the back burner.
She was
of
like
my
her
memory.
mentor or something. She was the one on Earth that was like.
Oh,
the
is she black?
No, it was the Kree girl that was on Earth, and she was pretending to be human.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, she's forgettable.
You know, I saw something interesting online the other day that said that people are starting to say that Thanos' blip destroyed the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Dang, but that's weird.
And when you trace it,
I mean, because usually only destroys 50% of something,
right?
and he
He
destroyed
crashed
all
the
of
whole
it.
fucking thing. He said it's all going down.
He should have just been like, all right, the TV shows, we'll keep this, that one.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
It'll be like Loki, dude. They're pruning the timeline
Yeah.
or whatever.
Pruning it.
I started watching a few episodes of that.
Is that what they're calling it? Pruning it?
Sometimes, yeah. There's all these different time branches that have to be pruned. But when you do that, it kills everybody on that timeline. So I don't know what's going on in that
kinda
show.
what
I'm only on like the 3rd episode of season 2, but
Yeah.
it's Loki.
Well, you know, there's so many shows Marvel's doing, I can't even keep up anymore.
I did start watching a cool show called From.
What's that on?
It's on MGM Plus. I don't even know what that is. I
You
think
have to subscribe to that?
yeah. Well, I signed up for a 7-day free trial.
Okay.
But it's got the narrator from Oz, the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And it's about this town that, like,
That guy's like French, isn't he?
maybe,
Something like that.
but it's about this town where you go and you get trapped there. If you try to leave, it like loops you back into it. And at night, monsters come out and tear you to shreds, dude. So they have, like, they're safe in their homes with these talismans that he found in the woods. I mean, it's just a
He just
crazy.
found him in the woods.
It's a crazy, crazy show, dude.
It sounds like In the Mouth of Madness.
It just finished its second season.
What MGM Plus?
Yeah, MGM Plus, dude.
That's the only place it's available.
Right now, seems to be.
Who's
I hope they continue it. I'd like to keep it
Who's
going.
the star? Is there besides?
I think him.
Harold. His name's like Harold.
I think the Russo brothers are producers on it, though.
the Russos produced it.
I think so.
Wow.
But it's an interesting show. It's creepy.
MGM Plus. Everything's got a plus now.
It's creepy and crazy. I mean, it must be like what Lost was like, you know, where things are just nuts.
You never watched Lost?
I haven't watched Lost.
Oh man, that's
No.
fucking.
I need
Kush
to
wants to
give it a
rewatch
shot.
it. I really. Oh my god. I mean, once you watch it through the first time, you are literally mentally exhausted after you watch that shit.
And I heard the ending wasn't that tight.
It wasn't satisfying. No, it really wasn't.
I also watched Saw X. I like that.
You
That
watched
was-
Saw X?
That was enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was nice rooting.
How
along,
did,
rooting along with them to get these con artists.
I was going to say, how did what's his name do?
They did that eyeball trap. That was the first trap they did, dude. With these eyeballs get sucked.
Token Bell.
These
I
eyeballs.
always got to fuck with eye shit. You know?
Tobin Bell gets waterboarded with blood, dude. And when I heard
He
you
gets
going,
waterboarded with blood.
yeah, dude. There's a big plot twist that came out of nowhere. It was
Damn.
pretty good. It was pretty effective too.
Now, is it meant to be a prequel to the first
yeah,
Saw?
well, not the, it just takes place somewhere in the timeline.
During,
I'm not sure. Yeah,
while he's alive though,
yeah,
because he dies throughout.
yeah. And he's established that he's Jigsaw. Like the person in this movie knows that he's Jigsaw.
Okay.
But she's not like telling people. But I
Interesting.
guess when she researched him, somehow she figured it out.
Christian, I don't often go online and try and look for clips or possible full films of movies that are still in theaters,
Sure.
but I did last week.
Oh yeah, you watch Godzilla?
Yeah.
I was gonna see if you want to go see it in theaters.
I watched a little bit of it.
Is it still in
I
theaters?
watched some of the Godzilla. I think so. Yeah, I think
And
they're
it-
re-releasing it in black and white.
Yeah, and it's subtitled too, right?
It was subtitled. I was just like, well, I was just gonna watch a little bit, and I watched a little bit, and I just watched a little bit more, and then, really, I was watching I wanted to see the Godzilla scenes. Really,
I
to
heard
see
the
what he-
humans are the best part.
Oh
Though.
my god, the human story. Forget it. I mean, it is like fucking Flags of Our Forefathers or some shit, or whatever that movie was, Iwo Jima or some shit.
Flags of Our Fathers. I know what you're talking about.
I said forefathers.
Yeah, I still know.
It's the same thing, damn it.
I got you.
What are you doing over there?
I was moving this little
Okay.
your gift out of the way.
Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's so good, and yeah, the human story is amazing. What I saw of it, of course, it was terrible copy, and I feel terrible for doing it. And
Yeah, dude.
you
want me to invite you when we go?
when are you going?
I think we might go while Josh is in town, so we might go see a movie or something.
I don't know about tonight. I think I have a
I don't
Christmas
think
party I
it's
have to go
tonight.
tonight.
I don't think it's tonight, but I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. No, I love it. And again, it goes back to what I was saying. Godzilla is portrayed as a fucking monster. He's a fucking force of nature.
He wasn't like running around with
No,
a
he's not fucking
flamethrower shooting
sprinting
people
with his pink fucking fins, and all this
He's
bullshit.
neon with his sunglasses, dude, and he's like,
Dude,
I'm
I'm
Godzilla.
telling you, it's like watching the bad dudes.
He's
you
like,
know?
it's Zilla time. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Zilla time. I like that.
That could be the show's title, dude.
That might be.
We need a good holiday title though too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And anytime we can incorporate CM Punk, that seems to give our show a boost.
Hey.
All right, let's talk about some news here. I did a show prep for you, Christian.
There was some CM Punk stuff I saw today.
Oh, something happened today. See, I don't know.
Well, they were talking about
Yeah.
apparently, the brawl out and whatever it was when they had the fight at AEW.
with Jungle Jim or whatever's fucking.
No, the other one with the Elite. The first,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
first one.
The Scrum one. Yeah.
Apparently, CM Punk and Ace Steel both signed NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. For the rest of their lives, they can't talk about it publicly.
About the Scrum.
or the
Or the
fight.
fight?
The fight, yeah. I was like, gosh,
How the fuck does that work?
I've never heard of that. Yeah, you're not allowed to have it for the rest of your life.
I mean, that might have had something to do with his contract at AEW.
Sure.
Maybe,
Well, I mean, they signed it. They got something out of it.
Well,
to
I
keep
mean,
quiet like that.
So something happened. They don't want.
They
people
agreed
know
to
about.
it, yeah. But they were saying that apparently Ace Steel's wife is not affected by the non-disclosure agreement. So if she ever wants to go shoot on everybody,
Great. So she can shoot the shit
Yeah.
with Ace Steel sitting
yeah, she's gonna tell on
with
CM
his
Punk.
mouth
Dude.
closed.
She saw CM Punk kissing Santa Claus.
You're trying hard
I am
for
trying.
that title,
I'm
aren't
trying.
you? You're trying to put something together. I love it.
Did you see my shirt I'm wearing? My Infinity Gauntlet Christmas shirt?
Yeah, I don't own a Christmas shirt. The closest thing I have is like a solid red shirt.
Do you have any of the ugly sweaters? People
No.
like the ugly sweaters, you
No,
know?
I don't get because I get hot.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I can't handle the heat.
You are a hot boy.
I'm hot, man. Anyway, let's get into the news. Let's take care of our RIPs. We did lose a great actor and voice actor last week, James McCaffrey. You may know him from television. He got a great role in Rescue Me as Dennis Leary's dead cousin who died in 9/11. Yeah,
that's cool.
He also voiced Max Payne and was a voice actor for Alan Wake 2. I guess he wasn't in 1.
I think it's cool how you highlight voice actors.
Well, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't,
Well, they're just as fucking cool as everybody else.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying good on you.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at them who
Sure.
would think that was ridiculous. No, voice actors are just as cherished, in my opinion, as regular actors.
Yeah.
When Kevin Conroy passed, it affected me just as much as when Michael goes. Or when Adam went. I fucking lost it. Whenever I see anything about Christopher Reeve, I lose it and start crying. So yeah, voice actors are just as important. I loved the show Rescue Me. You watched it too, right? You loved it. We were all into it. And
it got a little too dark for me.
It got real dark toward the end. Yeah, real and not dark, fucked up.
Yeah,
not
just
even
kind of
dark.
off the rails.
Yeah, just fucking going nuts. But it was a great show. The first few seasons of it were just incredible. So he voiced FBI agent Alex Casey in Alan Wake.
Oh, yeah, that's a popular game.
Yeah. And he voiced Max in all of the character games for Max Payne. So just an incredible artist. Dies at the age of 65. All our best to family fans for Mr. McCaffrey.
You remember the Max Payne movie?
Yeah.
Was that Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg, yeah. Do you remember I said that the guy that was in Resident Evil was the character actor for Max Payne? You remember that? Watching Resident Evil, I was screaming it in the theater. I was like, that's him!
Yeah.
That's Max Payne!
Yeah,
I still think that. I have not been disproven, so I still think that was him.
It looks just like him.
It looks just like him. Like the little vignettes they had during cutscenes. It looked just like him.
He had the hair and everything. It was all puffed up.
We got that spike shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the verdict's in, people. Jonathan Majors was found guilty.
Kang is conquered.
Kang has been crushed by legal troubles. Of course, right after the announcement of his guilt.
Somebody told me he's an assaultist, dude.
Assaultist. That's great. So here's what happened, apparently. He was found guilty of 2 of the charges that were filed against him. I believe there was 4. 2 of them were felony charges, and 2 of them were misdemeanor charges.
Mm-hmm.
The jury found him innocent of the felony charges, but did find him guilty of the misdemeanor counts of harassment and assault, as well as not guilty on 2 additional charges of intentional assault in the 3rd degree and aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. I don't know what any of that shit means, but I guess it means
sounds pretty bad.
He messed with her.
You don't want to hear that when you're going to see a movie.
Yeah. He could see up to a year in prison, probation, a fine, or community service, but most lawyers are saying that because it's kind of his first conviction, they'll probably give him time served and community service or something like that. So, but no more Kang. Yeah.
He's
And
fired by the MCU.
As soon as that happened, Marvel came out and fired the shit out of Jonathan Majors after they've been quiet.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't take one side or another, which I got to give it to them.
Well, I think they kind of did by, like, the ending of Loki Season 2. They have apparently... The Loki Season 2 is kind of written in a way that seems like they knew they were going to do something about Kang.
So they wrote him out, you're saying?
Something like that, I think. That's what I've heard.
But you're not there yet.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
But I've heard people say that the ending was changed.
Well, you know, you got to write him out somehow, especially since he was such an integral part.
There's a whole movie after him, isn't it? Like Avengers Kang Dynasty?
Yeah, the Kang Dynasty. Yeah, you're right. So, man, it's going to be a long road back if he even gets back to where he was. I mean, he'd done Creed 3.
It was funny. I saw a meme with saying he should be replaced by Maine. And it said,
yeah, that was me that
Kang
posted
Maine.
that. Kang Maine.
Yeah.
Kang Maine.
I was like, we said that. We know.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea, for being honest. Except I think Terrence Howard nuked the Marvel Bridge when he crossed it.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would have him back.
God, I couldn't think of his name. I thought of that, but I was like, is that his name?
Terrence Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrence Howard.
What was that music movie he was in? Hustle and Flow, maybe?
Hustle and Flow, yeah. It's hard out there for a pimp. Wasn't that the song?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Maine. I don't know, Maine.
I don't know, man. Merry Christmas, man. All right.
So we got some bad movies coming out again.
We don't know.
Well, no, what I do. I watched the first hour and 15 minutes of Rebel Moon.
Oh, okay. You're skipping. Okay.
No, I'm just saying in general, we had some bad movies coming out.
Oh, God. There it goes. Yeah.
Right on time.
Perfect.
It's right on time. It's right on time.
It's right on time. It's right on time.
Come on, 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 come on.
Still recording.
Do you like that remix, dude? I remixed the Hives
did like that, yeah.
with the Chili Peppers. I call it the Chili Hives.
And a little bit of Rob Zombie, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe. I need those drums from Dragula in that. Resizing our windows here, folks.
Yeah, just 1 second.
Bear with us, our technical difficulties.
Is that how the music goes?
You're supposed to go. Only I do the music.
Sorry. All right. Anyway,
Back to the bad movies at hand.
yes. So tell me about Rebel Moon. Let's start there.
You know, I didn't
You
think
gave it a chance.
I didn't think it was terrible.
Really?
I mean, I can watch it, but the slow motion was terrible. There's so much slow motion.
That's what somebody said like within the first 16 minutes they're already done with it, like because of the slow
Oh,
motion.
dude,
shit.
if you had a drinking
That's what I'm
game, if
saying.
you had to drink every time there's slow motion, that'd be a good
Be
drinking
drunk,
game.
yeah, drunk as fuck.
But I when I went back to finish it, I saw that the next part doesn't come out till April, and I was like, "Well, screw this! I'm not finishing this movie yet." But I mean, it was pretty.
Why the fuck are they waiting so long?
I don't know. Probably because, like your other story, maybe there's more Snyder cuts of it or something. They're trying to milk.
Okay, yeah, that was the story I pulled up because Snyder, as soon as they started talking shit about it, as soon as people started saying, "Oh my God," he came right out and said, "Oh, but wait till the director's cut." Why the fuck didn't you do that the first time?
Yeah.
Isn't that the purpose of a director?
A lot of it was just like, you know, sci-fi tropes and fantasy tropes. Like I was saying, I was like,
Well, he's trying to create a universe, and I get that.
well, it takes in from everything. It's like, okay, here's the bar scene. I expected her to cut off somebody's arm. And then they go meet this guy who looks like Conan, Jason Momoa Conan. And he goes and rides a hippogriff like he's in Harry Potter.
So you saw everything coming, pretty much.
Well, no, it's just like you've seen it all before.
It's cliche, is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, and that happens every time Zach does a movie now. He does a movie, it comes out, and shit, and then he comes out and says, "Oh, wait till you see the director's cut." The director's cut. So do that the fucking first time, and you won't have this problem.
Sure.
God, that drives me crazy when directors do that. Oh, well, you just haven't seen the director's cut.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, motherfucker? You should have made that director's cut because you're the director. Now, I get that
sometimes
there are decisions that are made out of your control, but not when you come and say that it's a completely different fucking movie.
Yeah.
That means that they cut everything out, like plot points.
Well, I mean, they kind of did with Justice League. That one was really quite different.
Again, that is Warner Brothers' fault, and I'll say that every day until the day I die.
When you add 2 hours, you're definitely going to be changing a lot of things. Of course,
right. If you add 2 hours to anything, you're going to make it better.
Or different.
Different and probably better because you're going to include more of the shit people wanted to see in the first place.
Hopefully.
Who knows? I didn't watch it. I was like, fuck it. I ain't going to watch it. I'm going to wait and I'm going to get some more info. That's not the only new movie that came out that's getting a shit rap. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
Came out. And apparently they skipped the Hollywood premiere because it just didn't look good.
No premiere, no after party, nothing.
Well, I think they had a smaller premiere in London where Momoa and Juan showed up with fan screening. Fan screening. Yeah. But yeah, there was no, premiered in front of a Chinese theater.
Well, I mean, it's the end of the DCEU. They're just kind of trying to creep out of there, I guess.
Maybe.
No big fanfare or anything.
Just kind of
either that or it's just a movie they're not proud of. I don't know.
I don't know either. What I've seen of it looks really good. I mean, again, it's a weird time.
I think I heard the first act was kind of lame, but then it kind of became a good buddy movie.
I can see that. I mean, because the first act, you got to set up a lot of shit. It's been a long time since Aquaman. And you probably have to explain Mira's absence.
I asked my family if they wanted to go see it, and Jesse's like, I never saw the first one.
Well, the first one was great. Yeah. I love the first one.
It's a fun movie. Nothing wrong with Aquaman.
And plus, it's hard to make a fucking Aquaman movie anyway.
Sure.
Even without the fucking bullshit with the DC and all that.
You got to have the fish, dude. Fishmon.
Don't know about anybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't knock it over. I don't know about anybody that's seen this movie yet.
Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody.
I haven't talked to anybody. So we're going to have to give you a little bit more of an update once we have it on what's going on with the Aquaman sequel film.
Oh, this is interesting.
He's too big. Alan Ritchson, who is the star of the TV show Reacher, which everybody's raving about.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it. I have a different reason why I would say no to him, though.
Okay, we'll get. I want.
Go ahead. Go talk about your tallness.
So, ever since DC Studios confirmed that Robert Pattinson's Batman would not be part of the DCU, that it would exist in that Elseworlds place.
That Gunn needed a Batman.
Gunn needs a Batman for Brave and Bold.
And we've all wondered who's it going to be.
We've all wondered. And names have been thrown out there. Jensen Ackles thrown out there. Who's Carl Urban, I heard. I've heard a couple names out there. So the internet ignited with this idea that Alan Ritchson, and I will throw a picture of him up on the feed so you can see what he looks like, would be a great Batman. It's a fan casting is what it is. Now, I like this guy because he was in Smallville, right? He played Aquaman.
Yeah, and he was cool in Titans. He was Hawk.
I didn't watch
the
Titans. Yeah, but
he was one of the best parts of Titans.
Really?
When he was alive in it.
I mean, I've heard he's a solid actor, and it's hard to find an action star actor too. That can carry an action role.
Well, you know why I don't think he should be Batman?
Why? Tell me.
He's not cool enough.
Huh. You don't think the Reacher shit has kind of brought him up to another level, or
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, so you're saying cool in terms of fanboy?
No, I just meant cool. Like George Clooney's cool, Val Kilmer's cool.
Okay.
A little bit of suaveness to it, maybe. I don't know. He's kind of more like a meathead.
See, your argument is the same I have for Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. Same thing, just in a different way. And I could totally see that. Because Batman has to portray the fact that he knows everything about what's fucking going on.
Yeah, and play it cool.
Yeah, and then also pretend like he doesn't, which is fucking genius. I love Batman. We all know that. I got this at Five Below. Have you ever been to Five Below?
No. I hear everything's $5 and below.
It's not.
It's like a dollar store. It's not a dollar store.
Most stuff is, but this is a Pattinson Batman fluffy thing
That's cool.
that I bought.
I like my little fluffy
Pod
things.
Pals.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's not a Squishmallow.
No, it's not a Squishmallow. It's
Squishmallow.
Put him back there to keep watch.
I mean, I'd give him a chance as Batman, but he wouldn't be my first cast.
Again, yeah, I think we're kind of on the same page when I say that he's too big. I mean, like, he's built like fucking Conan, and that's just not. You need like that Christian Bale build, you know? That's hard to say. Christian Bale build. And Pattinson really got into shape for it too. So I don't like this. I don't like that casting. His face, okay, fine. He does have the jawline. I'll totally give you that. But I mean, if you look at this guy with his shirt off, he looks as big as the Hulk. And I think it's too much. And like you said, I totally agree with you. It's like, I feel like he'd be like, duh, let's go do something, duh.
Maybe we need to watch some Reacher. I don't know.
Maybe.
Is that what it's called, Reacher?
Reacher. Yeah,
Okay.
well, I guess it's Asshole did a movie in Hollywood,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Tom Cruise, and this is the television adaptation, which
I
I'm
think
told
it's
is 10 times
book.
better.
Based on a book or something.
Is it? I don't
Because
know.
the character actually is tall like that, and they were all mad that he was played by Tom Cruise.
Fucking Tom Cruise. Hate that motherfucker. I guess it started because they say, at least the people he was talking to, that Reacher can
like-
be compared to Batman.
Gotcha.
Which, again, I don't agree, because Reacher's just a fucking soldier that does what he's fucking supposed to do, right? I mean, it's like, he's not the fucking mastermind.
It says, and Reacher doesn't even have a house. He's got a toothbrush. Gosh, Reacher doesn't have anything, dude.
Reacher's a fucking vagrant, it sounds like.
But he doesn't. That's all he needs, dude.
I don't know. Again, this is all bullshit until we get some official word from James Gunn as far as
We need to watch Reacher.
Is that your plan? You're going to go home and watch Reacher?
Well, I got to finish From first. But I was like, I wonder if he's like MacGyver, dude. What if Reacher's like MacGyver?
He's MacGyver?
That might be cool. Well, if
I could see him as MacGyver,
yeah,
that Alan Richardson guy.
good MacGruber.
I think he'd be a good MacGruber.
Who is that in that picture? He kind of looks like MacGruber.
That's Matt Reeves.
He looks like MacGruber. Matt MacGruber.
Matt Gruber.
Matt Gruber.
Okay. So, keeping with our DC news for a moment, there was also a news article that arose that Matt Reeves, who is directing the Pattinson Batman film that's yet to come out, Elseworlds, in the Elseworlds universe. But now he's also going to be involved in an Arkham Asylum TV series that will not be focused in Elseworlds, but will be focused in James' DCU.
Yep. Takes place in. That's what we're hearing. That's the rumor.
Okay. I mean, I guess a good director can direct multiple things. You know, I don't know.
Sure.
It is kind of weird that you pick the guy who's doing the Elseworlds Batman unless you feel he's got a handle on the character and you want to introduce him that way. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a kind of a doorway into getting the directing gig for Brave and Bold. Maybe.
It could be.
Don't know.
Work on the relationship between him and Gunn.
Yeah, kind of that deal. And, iron out what their views are. We don't know. We'll have to see. This is all rumor until then. Meanwhile, James Gunn has come out and put his full support behind David Corenswet, the gentleman who's playing Superman, who I must say fucking looks exactly like Cavill. And I realize I've been saying Henry's name wrong
Oh, really?
the entire time. Cush, correct.
What is it? Cavill?
Cavill. It's a Cavill.
What is it? What were you saying before?
Cavill.
Cavill.
Yeah, like European. but it's Cavill. Sorry, Henry.
I call him Henry Cavill.
K-Fab.
K-Val.
There's been some
Kodiak Valley? No fucking way, man. Where are my fucking friends?
John Lennon gets shot.
Oh, wait, that happened yet? Oh, it's a hot tub, but time machine.
There's been some AI art and some fan art that's come out with Corn Sweat in the suit. We've seen pictures of him. He's already fucking looking physically.
He's svelte.
Yeah, he's already physically looking like Superman. So I don't think he's going to have a problem, and he looks great.
It's all fake, dude. It's CGI. He's bones, sticks and bones.
Sticks and bones.
Skin and bones, not sticks and bones.
Sticks and bones will break my stones. If you're a fan of the show, you know that we're huge fans of Gary Oldman.
Are we?
I am.
Yeah.
I don't know the fuck I don't know who you've been watching.
Well, you like him because he's Commissioner Gordon.
No, I like him because for God's sake.
What? He's a good actor? Yeah, duh.
You're just being a prick.
So? Somebody's got to.
Gary Oldman came out and said that the Batman films he did, referring to Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight films, and whoever he was the prisoner of Azkaban, wasn't he? That was his role in
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black. Okay.
Yeah, you're right, though. He's the prisoner.
Is that the prisoner of Azkaban?
That is the prisoner.
Okay, see, I know a little bit.
I think he was Harry Potter's like adult.
Gary Oldman is one of those actors, if you followed his career at all, he doesn't take roles based on... Okay.
He takes it serious, boy.
I'm saying he doesn't take roles based on how much money he's going to make. He takes them based on his, artistic expression and what he thinks he can bring to the table. So when he said this, I was like, okay, so everybody's got to make money.
Well, he was in a tight spot, dude. He wanted to spend time with his kids.
Now
and
that
a
I don't
divorce was going on.
Okay, you're right about that. He did have the divorce and trying to get time with the kids and being in those franchises. And, of course, being fucking Gary Oldman, he's going to be amazing in those franchises, which he was. So he said that's what he said. He said they allowed him to make the most money by doing the least amount of work. And if you've seen Gary Oldman's performances, he's usually fucking got 10,000 pounds of makeup, or he's got a fucking amputation, or he's got a fucking accent he's got to try to hold on to, or it could be a number of things. Gary Oldman's a great fucking man and a great actor.
Yeah.
I tip my hat to him.
I think a better headline would have been like, let me get most money and spend as much time with my family.
Well, that was his quote. Get most money for the least amount of work, I think, was his official quote. So that's why the story's titled that way. See? Least amount of work for the most amount of money.
I gotcha.
Then be home with the kids. So that's what it was. Yeah. It's like, he's been in so much shit. There's a Facebook meme that has all the fucking pictures.
I'd rather have him do that than like make shitty movies for money like Michael Caine did. Whatever.
Very true.
Remember he talked about that Jaws the Revenge and how he's like, I've never seen it, but I've
bought
seen
my wife's house, bought my mother's house.
I've seen the house it paid for.
Seen
Bitches.
my mother's house it paid for. So
Michael Caine, you fucking bitches.
Michael Caine.
You say my cocaine and it's Michael Caine. Did you know that? My cocaine.
Michael Cocaine. All right. Willem Dafoe, we saw a picture of him in the new Nosferatu film. Did you see it, the picture?
Kinda, yeah.
In Entertainment Weekly?
I gotta pee, man. Can we pause?
For real?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to pause. So Christian can go pee.
It's his coffee.
All right, we're back.
Much better. Much better. What a relief it is.
You never know what's going to happen on the GeekZip podcast.
That's why we do it live, baby.
We do it live. That's right. We do it live, but I cut that out for the sake of it.
I thought of something while I was coming up. We played Marvel Zombies last night.
Yeah?
We got our asses kicked.
Who all played?
Me, Josh, and Jesse, and Josh's wife, Laura. Thor showed up, and we couldn't kill him.
Yeah, he's a god.
Yeah, dude.
So.
We had to hit him 5 times, and you had to roll 6 dice. And it all had to be like a high number.
Who's fighting him?
We had Nightcrawler, Doctor Strange.
Is it Thor zombie?
No, it was regular Thor. We were zombies.
You were the zombies. Okay. Gotcha. Fun?
Yeah, we had fun. I mean, we lost, but I had fun, yeah.
Awesome. I still need to come over and play that Masters game. God
yeah, I think we're going to play that next, maybe.
Really?
Or actually, we might play zombies, but as the heroes instead of the zombies.
I would be down for either of those. If you haven't seen Willem Dafoe's shot, he's supposed to play like the crazed Van Helsing character. You know,
it looked like a small picture of his face, though. It wasn't like a close-up, was it? Was that it? Was that the
No, this
image?
is from Northman.
Yeah, okay.
The image is like he's standing and like he's laughing. He's and like fire all around him.
Oh, gosh.
Like he's going nuts, right? And he's supposed to play like a Van Helsing type vampire killer character, but apparently he's crazy, which Van Helsing was in Stoker's novel also.
Well, you got to be crazy to hunt vampires.
I would think so. We were talking about Godzilla Minus One. Now it's going to get a re-release, and it's going to be in black and white.
Minus 2.
Minus B and W.
Godzilla minus color.
I like that. Minus C. As I mentioned, I saw this fucking scene here. Oh my God. I was sitting there going, I cannot fuck. I would have a stroke.
It looks kind of scary and intense.
I would have a stroke. I mean, they are trying to outrun this fucker. They do have a fucking big ass battleship gun mounted on their fishing boat. And Godzilla's fucking chased them in the ocean. It's like the worst fear you can imagine.
Instead of a big shark, it's
it
big
ain't no
Godzilla.
Meg. It's fucking Godzilla coming at you. But so anyway, it's just so great. Now it's going to get black and white. We did see a poster. We saw a trailer. Well, I didn't see the trailer. But again, it's just breaking records all over the place. You know, here and overseas in Japan, China, and Asia. It's just doing amazing. And I'm so happy because that's the way Godzilla should be. Again, Gareth Edwards movies, I like the first one. It played to the fact that, at first, it plays to the fact that he's a force of nature that comes in like a hurricane. And then it just turned into he's a superhero that comes when he's called. And that's not the case. That's not the Godzilla I want.
Yeah, dude, you light the Godzilla symbol, like the bat signal, and you shine it in the sky, and then Godzilla comes to the rescue.
I mean, you're not far off.
And then you had those little Asian girls that dance and summon Mothra. You remember those from the old movies?
Of course. Look, the Godzilla films of the 70s where he's kung fu fighting and flying through the fucking air and all this ridiculous shit, running with Kong, even though that's happening nowadays.
That's a new one.
They have a place in Godzilla culture. I do not deny that. I love Godzilla vs. King Kong, the original. I watched it all the time when I was younger. And it's goofy. It's fucking stupid. And it looks fucking ridiculous. But, you know, I think that as long as you have the different iterations, because, again, when Gareth Edwards' Godzilla came out, you had Shin Godzilla coming out.
Yeah.
Right? So as long as they keep that balance of having both iterations, I think it's going to be all right. I don't think one is better than the other, but I prefer the fucking scary ass.
A more grounded take.
How do you say that about a Godzilla movie? But yes, essentially this fucking creature, call it whatever you want, comes from the fucking depths of the ocean, which we haven't explored fully in reality, and, you know, wants to destroy us for no reason, and we don't know why. I think that's more likely than ancient superhero, larger than buildings that comes, destroys all the cities, but at the same time kills the other monsters, so now he's a superhero.
Well, he's the king of the monsters.
That's what I got to say to that. I'm just so happy for Godzilla Minus One. I hope it beats fucking everything, and I hope they keep making more of them. Toho is still got it, if anybody doubts it.
He kind of looks like the Elephant Man, dude.
Godzilla?
Why do they call him the Elephant Man?
Because he's like, looks like the elephant.
He looks like an elephant?
His face looked like an elephant.
Look like a monster, dude.
Yeah. Scary.
I think he got off easy being called Elephant Man.
What would you have called him?
Not fit to print. I don't know, dude.
Toxic Avenger?
Oh, there you go. Mutant Man.
What's Toxie?
Mr. Cancer. Mr. Tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole head. All right.
So Rocketeer.
Rocketeer, baby.
That's a good name besides Elephant
That is a
Man.
good
Rocketeer
name.
is a good name you can get
great
behind.
name. We do know that they have been developing a sequel in the last few years, but now director David Oyelowo, I don't know how to say his name. Oyelowo says that his good job.
Oyelowo.
It's starting to pick up momentum. And that is very good news to me. I love the Rocketeer. I love the original. I love the idea. Howard Hughes creates a fucking rocket pack, and this pilot uses it to fucking do good deeds. And I love his uniform. I love his look. I love Rocketeer. Everybody knows this. But yeah, now it's looking like the guy who does Lawmen, that Baz Reeves show, which I hear is amazing, is going to be doing a Rocketeer sequel involving a retired Tuskegee airman.
Do you think anybody's going to call him the Blacketeer?
If they do, they're what's wrong with this country. Because that's fucking stupid. And the Tuskegee Airmen, particularly, I think need no fucking goddamn backup.
It could be some racist guy that says it, and then he gets punched out by the Rocketeer, dude.
Dude, read a fucking history book. Look up the Tuskegee Airmen.
Well, I know, but they still had a tough time.
Of course. I'm sure that if that doesn't come into play in the film, I'll be disappointed.
They'll go woke and go broke, and then we will choke on this joke.
I'm like, oh, another Disney piece of shit. Great. He says, quote, "We have forward momentum. I know you guys hear this stuff all the time, but we are in the script development stage, and if you're going to reinvigorate that beloved franchise, you better come with the goods."
You come at the king, you best not miss.
You better have the goods to come.
We're not gonna do Rocketeer unless we can get it right.
We're not fucking around. All right, we got time for about one more story, so let's talk some wrestling news. Did you hear about Triple H now being in charge of the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
This means that he now decides who goes in.
And Bray Wyatt gets the Legends contract.
Bray Wyatt received a Legends contract.
Which means he gets like merch and stuff, money.
All proceeds for the rest of time.
Action figures and everything.
Yes, goes to his children.
And there's a lot. He still sells a lot of merch, probably.
Sure. And fans support him too, just because.
The Fiend mask and everything.
Yeah. Sure. And again, it's just like, people, they still sell Rowdy Piper shit. They still sell Dusty Rhodes shit. I mean, you're never not going to want to buy that shit. My shirt's on the way, by the way. My CM Punk shirt.
Oh, nice.
I bought the CM Punk shirt, people.
So what's it mean?
I wear it on the show.
What do you think it means with Triple H in charge of the Hall of Fame?
I think that some people that had not been welcomed into the Hall of Fame might now get a chance. I think particularly about Corny. I think about Cornette. He's not in the fucking Hall of Fame. Well, he's in the Hall of Fame with the fucking
Freebirds or something. Maybe?
No, not the Freebirds.
I don't know.
I know. I'm trying to think. God damn it! Oh my! I can't believe I can't remember. It's not the Rock and Roll Midnight Express.
The Iron Claws.
No, it's not them. Midnight Express. I think he's in there with them. But this article that we're looking at mentioned a few other names because it was basically Vince McMahon, I guess, who would hand-pick the people.
Sure.
Lex Luger's name was brought up.
Dude, if I'm Vince, I'm totally...
How the fuck is Lex Luger not in the fucking Hall of Fame? So again, that's what I'm saying about Triple H being in it.
More opportunities for less personal vendettas.
Exactly. It was all personal bullshit, right? I mean, even... Bret Hart and Ultimate Warrior were added late because of the bullshit there. So, you mentioned the stuff about Bray Wyatt. Did you see our boy Hulk Hogan? He has seen the light.
Brother. Amen, brother.
And he's been baptized. Congratulations to the Hulkster. Seriously, that's a great thing. I mean, that's not something you make fun of. We're happy for the Hulkster. What, we're not?
No, I mean,
I am.
I can make fun of it.
Well, yeah, no, we make fun of it, but I'm saying
I'm saying I can still be happy about it.
No, yeah, still make fun of it, yeah.
Excuse me, sorry, I'm dying over here.
Yeah, are you okay?
I told you I got the sore throat, man. I got a little sickness.
Gotcha. Okay, finally, we'll talk about the tragedy that is WWE former star Sunny. For those that don't know, Tammy Sitch, a.k.a. Sunny, started serving her 17-year prison sentence back on the 20th. And there are no more appeals to file for her. She will serve that prison sentence based off of what, DUI was it?
Yeah, it might have been
vehicular homicide.
Killed somebody.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of her talking about all the wrestlers she slept with.
Who?
I'm not saying.
Why?
You gotta watch. I don't kiss and
She's
tell.
a fucking criminal.
I don't kiss and tell, boy.
She's a fucking criminal. Who cares?
I'll say Dolph Ziggler was one.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels, I think, was one.
Well, Shawn Michaels, I have no doubt. All right, let's get over to our events and see if we got anything cool going on this coming week.
What's new? We got a
Facebook.
new year coming up, dude.
Yeah, there's New Year's parties galore everywhere you go. At the casino up near Charleston. The hotels down here in Huntington are having New Year's Eve parties. I would like to go to the Old Norse New Year's Eve party.
Oh, yeah, at the arcade.
Yeah, the Barcade with Peg Bundy and Gasser are going to be performing there. So I may go there.
Gas it up with Gasser.
And gas it with Gasser. Would you go if I went?
I don't know. I'd rather
You haven't gone out on New Year's Eve in a long time.
I'd rather just chill here and watch Dateline.
That's what we did. Oh, we watched Dateline. It was fucking great. All right. That's what's going on Facebook. Mountain Health Arena. I know we've got the Tough Man coming up. That's June 5th, 6th, and I think 7th. Nope, just
Disturbed.
the 5th and 6th. Disturbed is February 15th.
That's 3 days before my birthday.
Oh, yeah? You want to go?
I don't know. Maybe you can get me backstage, dude. I want to hang out
If I get you backstage, like I have that pull anymore.
I want to hang out with Draymond. Was that Oliver Anthony? Is he coming to the
Who?
Mountain Health too? The Richmond,
Who the hell's Oliver Anthony?
You know, remember we talked about him, the Fudge Rounds guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Fudge
May
Rounds.
3rd at the Mountain Health Arena. Going to be there. And then we know the Globetrotters are coming in March. I'm excited for the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
All right.
Boogie with the hoodie, dude.
I don't know what that means and don't care. Let's head out to Charleston, see what they got going on.
Get down on it.
The bull riders are going to be there January 12th. Do you like the bull riding?
I thought that said Pokemon for a second, dude. I was like,
Pokemon bull riders?
Pokemon riders.
Whatever the WV Fairs and Festivals annual convention is, it sounds fun.
Sweet.
Sounds like a fun shit. Hunting and fishing show happens the 19th through the 21st. That Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Glow Party thing is February 3rd. I really want to take the kids to that.
I saw a monster truck catch on fire the other day online, dude. I was like, whoa.
My God in heaven. Finally, over at the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland, we've got...
Nappy Roots with
Who's
Afro
Lance
Man because he got high, dude. Remember because I got high? That's
Oh,
Afro Man.
yeah. He's the special guest. Who the hell are the Nappy Roots?
Another hip-hop artist.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Lawson knows him.
Coming up January 13th, Nappy Roots, special guest Afro Man. We've got...
Did you know Afro Man got his house kicked in by police and then he made a music video of them kicking in the door in and
No, I have to watch it.
And he made a music video of them eating his cake.
I can't wait
while
to
they were
watch
in
it.
his house, dude. He's like, look at this guy eating my cake.
I definitely need to watch it.
Oh.
Lance Burton.
He's like, they broke my door and won't pay for it.
We're watching that right after we get done with this, by the way. Lance, a magician. How long since you seen a fucking magician, Christian? Lance Burton. You know who that name sounds familiar.
Sounds like LeVar Burton.
Yeah, maybe. What was the name of that magician in the VHS?
Sounds like a magician name, dude. Lance. Vaudeville Lance over here.
LA Gun's going to be there January 20th. And finally, let's get some
LA
Tesla.
LA Knight, dude.
I
yeah.
said that. No, LA Knight's not coming. What's wrong with you?
I'm
Tesla is going to be
sick.
there March 1st. Again, all this information can be found at these places' websites. So that's pretty much all we got.
We appreciate our
this
listeners.
week.
Have a happy new year.
It's been a wonderful year. Thank you all so much for your support.
And if you want to continue supporting us, we have a Patreon, a Podomatic website. Support us on Facebook and like and share, subscribe on YouTube. More Patreon money. Please money me.
You're doing good.
All right.
I love it. PODOMATIC.com/GeekZip podcast. If you'd like to check out other episodes of the show, you'd like to make a donation.
Oh, sponsor a show too.
We also need that sponsor, geekzippodcast@gmail.com. No offer will go unreviewed. So, if you don't have money, we like free shit too.
Peanuts. Not penis, peanuts. Just want to make sure they heard that right.
Everybody be safe New Year's Eve. Like I said, I'm going to try to get down to the fucking Old North if I can. I'm trying to drag Christian.
It's past my bedtime, dude.
That's true. No promises, but we'll try. Anything else you got, Christian?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. For Christian, this is Ryan Zip. We'll see you in 2024.
I was trying to make a G and a Z like GeekZip.
That's hard. You just flipped off the camera.
Yep.